So how does your drag, do you have an opportunity to do spiritual and drag shit at the same time?
Yeah, when I do the activism stuff, yes, and also when I'm able to uplift new artists. I'm actually so excited. I did this drag show called Let the Games Begin at Midnight Sun. It's a drag contest. It's all newcomers, and I think that's because I feel like that's a lot of my spirituality there. Also, I told you it was part of it was being an activist, but also it's kind of part of me being a mother. And I have that mothering, caring thing. And all I want to do is get these new artists out and so they can get an opportunity. So I kind of created this drag contest, and then there's a bunch of producers right now who have a lot of the shows that have kind of sprung up out in the wilderness, as they say,
Uh-huh.
and being able to produce that show. I think that's kind of been my little bit of because every time we finish the night, I just kind of go home and I'm all happy, and I feel so great because it's not. All I do is the game night. I don't do any of the performance. I don't perform in the show. I just host the show, and
Mhm.
I get to see these young people really, really develop their skills, and then we give them feedback to help them develop more. And last Wednesday we had our wild card round. So this was all the kids who didn't win their their cycle, but they were high enough in the groupings to come to get an invite back to get into the semifinals.
Mhm.
And there were four, and two of them made it into the semifinals. But all four of them were so phenomenal. It was just to see them take the critiques that they had gotten before and apply them, and they were great. It was, and just to tell them, this is going to get you hired, and you're going to be able to do your art, and you're going to be able to do what you do. Because I don't want everybody to do the same thing. I don't want everybody to be a pretty queen or a kooky queen or a drag clown or a drag king. I want you to be your best drag self.
Yeah, because I think that can be challenging where folks feel like there's only a certain kind of drag. Just like there's a certain kind of way to be gay or a certain type of way to be spiritual. That's not true.
Not true at all. In fact, I'm going to tell this little thing. So going into the semifinals, I have two drag kings, a non-binary drag queen, an AFAB bio queen, a
Mhm.
trans woman, and then a campy queen. So I mean, talk about we've got the whole entire gambit of drag going on in the semifinals. So that's probably when you say what's my spirituality, that part makes my spirituality flow. It's like, thank you. I feel like God put me here to help hopefully give somebody else an opportunity.
Yeah. I mean, that's so important, and I think that's a great thing. As I know that you're not an elder, but you're an elder to some. But I think that's just another great thing that elders do for us and have done for us forever.
Right. I can kind of consider myself an elder because even though I'm not new at the performance game at all. I've
Uh-huh.
been doing this, like you said, since I was out of the womb. Um, so thank you for calling me an elder. Thank you for calling me almost not an elder, but no, I am.
I don't know how to say it.
I am. No, I am. I own it. I own it. It's good
Yeah.
because you know what? I've had the opportunity to grow my career and to regrow from my career. I remade myself doing this, and I'm loving it. This is the
Yeah.
best thing, and I hope I'm here to tell other people it's never too late to start if you have a dream that you want to do something.
Yeah,
Do it.
and right. And elder, I think always we think of like that equaling age, but it doesn't mean that, and it can be relative.
Hmm.
You might be an elder to me in this part of my life, but I also might be an elder to you in another part of your life. You
I
know,
think right now you're an elder to me because you're doing the chaplaincy that you're doing, and this kind of conversation and lead is very much you're teaching me a lot right now.
mm. Well, I feel like that's a lot. I mean, I know that's how I've been able to grow is by finding those elders, and whether, I'm a recovered addict, so like finding somebody who's been sober a little longer than me and that I can kind of do what they did and get results similar to them. I feel like
Right.
the things that we need to do, whether it's in drag or activism or who knows what it is.
Right. Exactly. I mean, and I love that you have the honesty. So thank you for sharing your story and thank you for sharing that part. It's because I mean, every time you have to share that, you're coming out.
Yeah. Yeah, it's something for me, it's just I'm pretty integrated. So like for me it's just like I've been living with HIV for 23 years. Like I'm trans and I'm like, like and I'm really comfortable talking about these things, but I realize that other people it's like they're maybe not be as comfortable.
Right.
Yeah. So I think that's why it's important to just talk about it. And that's a lot of what this platform is for folks just to again hear different narratives and hear how people are existing in powerful and wonderful and amazing ways with their drag, but also beyond that too.
Right.